magic number.
Hi, everybody. It's Boog Sciambi. Welcome to the show.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with the chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust, dust after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the eyes, round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better. I gotta do better, 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 I gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late. Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Hiding from the same world that made me who I am. Deep breaths, can't even get out of bed. Too blessed to be so stressed. I do all this just to say get off my mixed emotions, prohibit my focus. This what you wanted, what's wrong with you? You don't make sense. Feel like I can flip it. Faces playing in this with me. Doing it was just a war with boredom, but it's sure to get me. Lord forgive me.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Reynaldo Lopez. How about a scouting report on him?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get
Leading
deep into a ball game.
Texas,
now at the plate, Wyatt Langford.
Wyatt Langford.
On the corner for a strike. And we're underway here in the home opener. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike three. Now the number 2 hitter, Josh Smith. Just missed. And now 2-0. 1 out, base is empty. Pitch is in there. Now 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And the count is filled up. Gurriel on the run. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Josh Young.
Number 6, Josh Young.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. 2 outs. Base is empty. Check swing. Tried to hold up. Now an appeal to first. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Back here in the desert and pitching in this game, Chris Bubich.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Corbin Carroll leading things off and takes a strike. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's Ketel Marte. Hit on the ground to short. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one is absolutely belted. Garcia really on his horse for this one. And it one-hops the wall. Marte rounds third, headed for the plate. In to score from first. It's 2-0.
Oh, that's a big at-bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Randall Grichuk now. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. The relay, the tag out. But a run does come in to score. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Just missed. Still only 1 out here in the inning. On the ground to third, Young. Zips it across. Gets the catcher by a step. Here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Way inside, and that hit him. And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Out to short. Seager slings to first, and that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Corey Seager. Lopez back to work. And a foul ball. Lopez, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, And he works in a changeup. And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Now it's the DH, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Ground ball left side. Young. That's one out the bottom of the second. Here's Christian Pache.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key.
This one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Carroll batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
1-2 now. That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
The batter, number 4. Second baseman.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Line drive. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Suarez in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. To third, Young. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. And we're back. And now it's Jake Burger to hit.
First baseman, number 21, Jake Burger.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Check swing, called strike. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Gets to it onto first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. So next to hit for Texas, Adolis Garcia.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Pitch misses inside. 1-0. That one missed. Next pitch is outside. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That clips the zone. Full count now.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Strike three, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Duran.
And now Ezekiel Duran in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a curve is down and in. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. As we go to the last of the third, and now the DH, Randy
Richard.
on the ground to the left, Seager. And a quick out, number 1.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got a ground ball.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Gabriel Moreno. Just missed.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Ball 2.
That misses, and that's ball 2. And that one clips the corner. Fouls one off. 2-2. Out to center. Langford on his way over. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Naylor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Smith tracks it down for the out. Back here at Chase Field, here's the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, these Rangers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. Josh Smith now at the plate. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
That misses. And a count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. Got him, and that's 9 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Josh Young. And that's their first base runner of the game.
The batter, number 5.
Corey Seager now. The Dodgers made him a first-round pick back in 2012.
18th overall that year for Seager, Boog, and Carlos Correa.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 4-2. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Zach Neto. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights.
And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he won a round. Back here in the desert, bottom of the fourth. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And look out. Perfect. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks.
Man at first, nobody out. Next to hit for Arizona, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Just off the inside edge. Gurriel gets a piece. That one misses, and it's 2-1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Langford makes the catch, and there's one down. And now the center fielder, Christian Pache, doubled his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Perdomo off of first with 2 away. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
RBI not for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Fought off foul. First and second, 2 down. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Just missed.
Well, I guarantee you, after that last visit from the pitching coach, all he did was remind his pitcher, focus on this hitter and nothing else.
And that's off the
아니
inside
심판
edge.
너무한 거 아니에요?
2-0.
No strike.
Ripped to short. Tosses to first. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim.
28, Jonah Heim.
Lopez back to work.
Ball that's
And there's a
outside.
ball.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Whips it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. And here's the first baseman, Jake Burger. 0 for 1 so far.
Burger.
Outside, that's
The
ball.
offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That clips the corner.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And there's the strike.
2-2 the count.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Struck out swinging his first time. Inside, just missed. Garcia goes 6'1", 205 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Gurriel on the run. He's got it, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Randall Grichuk.
You know, these D-backs doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. With runners in scoring position, they've come through more than 50% of the time, and you can see the damage it's created on the scoreboard. They've thrived in the high-impact moments of this ball game, and I love seeing it. It's always impressive to me when hitters can rise to the occasion when the pressure's on and drive that runner in.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Smith puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And the batter now, Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. In the air, right field. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Moreno makes the turn at second. And he's there at third with a triple. One down, runner at third. And now it's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play. Runner on at third, one gone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 2.
Geraldo Perdomo digs in now. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Young tosses to first. That's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And stepping in is the speedy Ezekiel Duran. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Carroll moving under it. One down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Langford tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. The Rangers down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, drops into the glove, and that quickly 2 away. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers.
Josh Smith.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Top of the zone for a called strike.
아니.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got it. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Bottom of the sixth. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
The left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
And that one in the air center field. Langford pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Christian Pache. 1 for 2.
Pache.
Hard hit left side. Seager fires over to first. That's out number 2. So the batting order turns over.
Right fielder,
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Carroll.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
1-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Hit in the air, center field. He's there. He's got it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back.
Leading
Top of inning number 7. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young.
Young. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 49, Kendall Graveman.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And he deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Corey Seager. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike. The D-backs leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that's in the dirt. And it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Next, it'll be the Texas DH, Zach Neto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Carroll sizes this one up, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte.
여기서 바꿔줘야 되네.
Marte.
Cole Winn takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Cole Winn.
Check
Ball,
swing, no
inside.
appeal. Outside, now 2-0. And that skips into dirt.
지금
Definitely a little
지금
wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
The 3-1. That one ripped right center field. And into the pole. It's out of here. So he blasts one out the other way, and they add a run. It's 5-2. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit. And that one hammered. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Randall Grichuk.
Designated hitter, Randall. Pitching to the diamond, number 26, David Smith.
First offering, and it just misses. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And in one hops the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Moreno in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
Adrian Del Castillo.
Man at second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Obi Milner.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
And Naylor swings through that one.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Just missed. That one the other way, and base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
이거 쓸만해.
Well done, drives in the run. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
In the dirt. Two balls, no strikes to count. Man on second, 2 down. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of left center field. Naylor around third. He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
Here's Gurriel.
빠르구나.
Gurriel gets a piece. Perdomo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off left side. Foul ball, still 0-2. Went
Ball
with the
one.
sweeper, but it misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's the third out. Back here at Chase Field, we go to the 8th. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. Graveman back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one. Graveman in his 10th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2013. And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
The first baseman, number 21, Jake.
So digging in, Jake Berger. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2. Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So you might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Now batting, the right
Adolis
fielder,
Garcia
Adolis
stepping in for the Rangers.
Garcia.
In there at the knees. Graveman throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
Here's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran.
Ezekiel Duran.
What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success.
The Diamondbacks leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now 2-1. That's the third out. Back here in the desert, ready for the and now the center fielder, Christian Pache.
Pache.
그러니까 바꿔주죠.
Now on the bump, Person Garabito.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is.
Garabito.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
Number 31, Jake McCarthy.
He swings and fouls one off. And ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And downstairs.
2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 3-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. This is Corbin Carroll.
Now batting, the right
See,
fielder,
you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Langford sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is downstairs. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Right side, Duran. Over to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Wyatt Langford.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 40, Bryce Jarvis.
McCarthy going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
And first offering is fouled off.
It's a tough pitch. But in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top of the 9th. Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Foul ball there. Naylor. He'll do it himself. And now 1 out remaining for Texas. Now the 3rd baseman, Josh Young. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off.
아니 투올리 이거 어떻게 할 거야?
The Rangers down to their final strike. Two outs.
헬렌이라서 오지 오더나.
On to first, ball game. Lopez with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.